Everything I do it in a boss way. Yeah, that's another episode. You know the Lord that made me whole. Worshiping Him till I'm old. When it comes to worshiping Him, I'm a pro. Chill the water like a boss. I remember I was lost. Now I'm back because the Jesus Christ paid everything up the cross. Now I walk like a boss. Now I pray like a boss. Now I live like a boss. Pay for everything and give like a boss. I ain't telling you to do it. Just respect what it is. When the Holy Ghost hit it, I'm full of cool. I do it in a boss way. Everything I do it in a boss way. Bosses overlooking territory, in the name of one of their boss. And we all over your speaking faith. Go somewhere else with the horror stories. The bosses are
welcome to our nightly opportunity webinar. We are so amped up and happy to have you with us this evening. What we would love for you to do this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is to please drop your city and the state that you are watching from right below where the comments are. And we will get started very, very shortly. Just hold on tight. And while you're waiting for us to get started, please grab your pen and your paper so that you can take some copious notes. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be getting started right after this.
planning this a year ago. You know, coming down the neighborhood. Stick it with it till you know I'm good. Stick it to it till it's what we done. Out to calm now with different one. Me coming to the phone, boss. Bless another save soul, boss. In the presence like a spouse. Push the kingdom like a spouse. Yo, I do it in the boss way.
Great evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am so amped up and excited to have you guys with us tonight. How's everyone doing out there? Listen. Great evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am so amped up. So that means that I'm double amped up this evening, okay? So tonight we have coming to you live a gentleman who is not a wife. He has a wife. He's a husband. He's a father. And this gentleman, just like you and I, you know, everyone has a past. But this guy right here, let me tell you, he has such a phenomenal story. Some years ago, he was able to retire from the streets. And when I say there is glory behind his story, there really is. This gentleman was able to listen. Grace saved him 6 times. This young man has been shot 6 times and is here to tell the story. His test is definitely his fire. He has left the streets and decided to let network marketing bring him to the other side so that he can share with everyone else how it changed his life. He is a father. He is a wonderful husband, and he travels around everywhere sharing his testimony with thousands of people. So I want to move out the way, and I want to bring to you not just my brother in business, but he's also one of my partners and someone that I really look up to. So I'm going to move on out the way and let Adrian Townsend, who is right here in South Carolina with myself, come and take the platform away and give you this phenomenal information. Adrian, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes. Can you hear me clear? Hopefully all right, perfect. Can you see me clear? Awesome, awesome. I believe you can. Well, good evening. Thank you. First of all, thank you, Shell, for the ecstatic introduction. I can't owe it to you enough, the fact that you have the energy that's necessary to produce and to also introduce. So we're super excited for you and what the Lord has in store for you and your whole entire family in Total Life Changes. Well, family, thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening. Mondays, listen, it is Reset Monday. Again, Shell briefly spoke about my story. My name is Adrian Townsend. If you go on Facebook, Adrian Entrepreneurs Townsend. Like she said, I am married, been married for, going on 7 years in October. We've been together for 10 years. We do have 2 beautiful boys, one that's 4, another that's 19 months. And also we have another boy that's on the way. So be in prayer with us as we definitely embark upon a new journey with our 3rd child. So we're going to get right into the information. But before I get into, Total Life Changes, I think that, TLC is one of the most easiest and most simplest business to really communicate, simply because the products does all the work. The most of what I'm going to really share with you guys is going to be based upon a conversation platform, not so much a presentation, but a conversation platform. So like Shell said, I did, retire from the streets. I gave that lifestyle up. Of course, I was shot 6 times back in 2009, and God really, really touched my heart to really shift me to allow my mess to be my purpose and allow my mess to be my message. To uplift, educate, and elevate. And right now we're in the midst of launching Season of Clarity, the Season of Clarity. And what that basically consists of, family, it consists of us being able to, not only find our purpose, but also find a focus in the midst of so much chaos. I know most of you who may be viewing this, this actual broadcast, many of you guys have a story. Many of you guys have a testimony. Many of you guys have had a past. Many of you guys may be still in your current mess, but I'm here to really encourage you at this very moment to let you know that there is a next level for you. And I want to share that with you because I think it's very vital to know the story behind the story. TLC came into my family's life out of a need and not greed. I just reflect back in 2009 when, God really aligned me to meet a person, by the name of Maria Nance. I shook this young lady's hand. Never since that handshake, my life has never been the same. So you could be one person away from a total life change. Could it be this webinar? I'm not sure. That's something for you to be able to make that decision. But I'm here to tell you that that same situation changed my life could be the same situation that could change your life, which is that connection. The person who may have invited you on this broadcast could be the person or the answer to your next level. Okay. So my wife and I, going into 2016, one of our missions was to, of course, live a healthier lifestyle. If you've ever had young kids, and if you currently have young kids, you can feel our pain and you continue to pray for us, right? But I can just say, going into 2016, we were tired all the time. Most of parents out there, you really don't sleep, like you used to before you had kids. So, my son Israel is 4 years old, and his whole mission every single day, along with my other son Judah, their mission, family, is to make sure that they create noise, right? Which means that as a father and as a mother, we need to be engaged, to be good parents, right? So, we would find ourselves at night being extremely tired. So we was looking for something that we can take that was all organic, all natural, that we can just experience, more energy, right? So, here I come across a page by my mentor, Mr. Darryl Drake, right? 27-year-old business entrepreneur. I should say the industry game changer, right? This gentleman has been able to help 5 families earn over 6 figures over the course of 18 months. So, when I saw that he was, sharing this tea, this IASO tea, this tea that has been flooding Instagram, this tea that has been flooding, all over the social media networks. When I saw that he'd been sharing this tea that, the tagline says lose 5 pounds in 5 days. When I saw that, I said, okay, let me try it. So me knowing that he was a credible businessman, it allowed me to trust his word. So he sent me four packs of this, right? So I ended up trying it. I was skeptical, like most of you guys who may be on this broadcast. I was extremely skeptical. But would you believe that in the course of 3 days, I lost 5 pounds, right? I lost 5 pounds in the course of 3 days from me drinking this tea, an 8-ounce glass in the morning, an 8-ounce glass in the evening, and I may have thrown in maybe 4 ounces before I went to sleep, but I lost 5 pounds. After the course of 3 weeks, I lost 13 pounds. Of course, I was very skeptical, but after I lost the pounds and I got the results, I said, okay, great, it's working for me. Let me see if it would work for, a friend of mine who weighed 297 pounds. This young lady tried a lot of products, right? So I gave her this IASO tea, this skinny tea, whatever you want to call it. I gave it to her, and she was able to try another product that we're going to really talk about very briefly called the ACG drops, right? This young lady was able to lose 23 pounds in the course of 4 weeks, right? From using the IASO tea and the ACG drops, right? So I gave it to another friend of mine. This young lady was, she didn't really want to lose weight, but she was always tired, right? So I heard that this tea not only allows you and assists you with weight loss, right? But it also helps you with energy, right? So I gave it to her. She gets up 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Works first shift. This young lady actually, texted me maybe 2 days after and was like, man, Adrian, I don't know what is in this tea, but I need to know. This young lady said, I haven't felt like this since I was in high school. So it caused me to do some research on the IASO tea, right? I was a few weeks into TLC, Total Life Changes, right? So I ended up trying to say, okay, let me find out what this tea is all about. So I came to, my research and found that this was an actual detox tea, right? It was not a weight loss tea. It was a detox tea. So I said, okay, a detox. Okay, that explains, why I was able to, lose 13 pounds in my first 3 weeks, but also lose inches in my waist, which means that I was able to fit clothes I couldn't fit, since I was back in 2010, right? So I found that this tea actually has 9 essential ingredients. I won't get into all the specifics. You can do your due diligence by researching the products, but you might be familiar with myrrh, chamomile, ginger, papaya. You might be familiar with holy thistle, blessed thistle. These are all natural, all organic products or ingredients that most of us are familiar with. This is what this IASO tea has in it, and what it does, it flushes your system, it detoxes your system on a cellular level. Just the other day, we was at a peace rally. A brother of mine, he got a bag of this tea, right? First week lost 8 pounds. A friend of mine, just 2 weeks ago was able to lose 5 pounds in the course of 4 days. Just drinking this tea, no diet associated with it, just drinking this tea and experiencing the product as it sits, guys. So that's kind of my introduction into TLC, into Total Life Changes. But, fast forward, guys, as I begin to get more involved into the product, I wanted to do more research because I've never felt that way before. Most of us on this broadcast, you can clearly agree that most of us don't really even understand what it feels to feel good, right? I thought I was already feeling good. But when I actually did this detox, right, gentle detox, right, I never felt that way before. So I was consumed with information to try to find out how I can get that feeling again. So as I was detoxing with the tea, I found out that we want to pretty much get a multivitamin in our system. Now, most of us are familiar with the 1 a day from men, 1 a day from women, the Flintstone gummies that we give to our kids, right, that we try to sneak to eat, right? I mean, I'm not the only one on this broadcast that have tried that. But I will tell you, by the time those tablets, those B12, tablets that we put under our tongue to try to get in our bloodstream quicker, right? By the time it breaks down in our system, family, would you believe, you're only getting 10 to 25% of the vitamins that they have promised you, which just simply means that if you have paid $10 for that vitamin, you pretty much wasted $9 out of $10 of you purchasing that vitamin, right? when I came across a product called NutriBurst that Total Life Changes, right, has really introduced. It was actually one of the first products that was produced back in 1999. Yes, I did say 1999, which means that this company is not a startup company. We're not looking for guinea pigs. This, this product is in a home of millions of people across the world, not in the United States only, but in almost 150 other countries, right? This was the first product that was developed by our CEO, Mr. Jack Fallon. Come to find out that this multivitamin has 72 minerals, 19 amino acids, 13 whole green foods. Simply put, imagine eating 10 green in 1 tablespoon. So simply put it like this, guys. If you just simply put a tablespoon, right, which is basically a half a cup of this, right? You drink that tablespoon, and it's like taking 10 green salads in 1 tablespoon. Now, I don't know if you ever have been on a fast, right? If you've ever been in a situation where you kind of wanted to stay away from any type of meat and you just wanted to eat green food, food that's alive, but the feeling that you get, the energy that you get, the clarity that you get, imagine getting that on a day-to-day basis by taking 1 tablespoon of this every single day. Tell you a story. My son, a couple months ago, one morning, he's 4. So of course, your kid, right? He wakes up in the morning and said, Dad, I'm hot, right? I don't feel well. So he goes downstairs and I follow him and he lays down. Now that might not sound like a big deal to you, right? But imagine your son not acting like himself, which means that he was pretty much not feeling well. So I gave him a tablespoon of this. And would you believe that in the course of 10 to 15 minutes, he came back to himself? And back to himself consists of, right, wrestling, fighting me, playing with his trucks, back to his normal self. Why? Because his body was able to get the proper nutrients from a multivitamin that's liquid, which means that he's getting 98%. You're getting 98% absorption from this all liquid multivitamin, guys. So that was my second product I actually experienced, right? But I just sat back and I said, well, listen, I drink Red Bull. I've drunk the Monster drinks. I've drunk, pretty much every energy drink that you can consume, right? 5-hour energy, right? But would you believe that when I used to drink these products would allow me and give me a migraine, a headache. It would cause me to feel, dizzy at some cases, right? If I bent down and try to grab something, blood would rush to my head, right? I would crash after a course of maybe 6-7 hours after I drink, consume the product. But I saw that Total Life Changes has an alternative, right? Yes, we do. We tap into the industry of energy, guys. Listen, this product is a lifesaver, right? This product is called NRG. If you say it fast, it means energy, right? This product, would you believe, increases your energy, but it decreases your appetite. I reflect back a couple months ago when my wife and I was traveling, to Columbia, South Carolina, right? Which is a 2-hour drive from where we actually stay at. And would you believe that was a 2-hour drive to a presentation? That about a couple hours later, we ended up driving 2 hours back home. We woke up that morning, we went to Atlanta, Georgia, which is a 5-hour drive. We took that 5-hour drive back on Sunday morning, not to go home, but we actually went to another presentation, which means myself, I did pretty much all the driving, right? I was pretty much up the whole entire time. And because of this product NRG, I was able to contain and maintain my mental clarity. I'm talking about my energy was still consistent. I wasn't falling asleep on the road. I was able to, have the clarity that I needed to drive in those odd hours because I had a product that didn't give me the crashes like those Red Bulls gives you, right? It didn't give me, that funny feeling, that upsets. I have had people who told me that, after drinking Red Bull, their stomach got upset, right? This product has no after effects, guys. I should put a disclaimer out there is that we don't claim to mitigate or heal or cure any type of diseases. I'm just simply sharing with you testimonies of my personal, I'm sharing with you my personal story of how these products have impacted not only myself, but some of the people that I care about, right? So NRG, we tap into the the energy industry. We also have weight loss. If you're looking to lose an aggressive amount of weight, we do have a solution for you. You remember I told you a story of the young lady who was 297 pounds and she was drinking the ISOT and taking this HCG product, right? This product is for people who want to lose an aggressive amount of weight quick. Listen, I should have had the poster here, but the godparent of my two sons lost 40 pounds. LaTanya Hughes, she lost 40 pounds off of this drop right here, HCG. It is based off a 500-calorie diet, right? You put this under your tongue, right? 10 drops under your tongue. And when you follow the meal plan, right, it's going to naturally curb your appetite, right? You do not have to exercise. As a matter of fact, they suggest that you don't exercise with this, but you can lose anywhere up to 1 to 3 pounds a day by just simply using this HCG drops, right? Now, there is an alternative, right? There's a product that we have called the Resolution drops. These drops are based upon a 1,200-calorie diet, right? And this does require some type of exercise, whether it's walking, cardio. It does require some type of exercise with it, all right? This is for people who are looking to lose an aggressive amount of weight. We had a young lady that lost literally 60 pounds in 2 months, right? I had another young lady lost 98 pounds from, the HCG drops, right? Coupled with the Resolution and coupled with some of the other products that we currently have. But just to let you know that these products are for people who are looking to lose an aggressive amount of weight quick. Now, I know summertime is coming. I know spring is already here. Most of us are familiar with Bike Week, right? If you live near the beach, which basically means that you're looking to be beach ready, right? This product could help you obtain that goal very quickly. As a matter of fact, I got a gentleman that's getting ready for a wedding right now, and he's telling me, hey, Adrian, I need that product. I'm looking to lose 15 pounds in 1 month. I said, well, listen, we need to get you these HCG drops, right? So we do have those, right? We also have a coffee line, which I love. If you're a coffee drinker like myself, right? My wife says that she's a coffee drinker, but I don't believe her, right? She calls me to buy a coffee machine. I shouldn't even get into that, right, babe? But she calls me to buy a coffee machine, right? And I've never seen her drink coffee, right? Myself, I used to go to Starbucks, and I used to pay $5 maybe 2 times a day, right? Excellent coffee to me. But, they call it $5 for a reason. It's expensive. But, when I did my research and when I understood that this product Starbucks has, could be detrimental after, consuming, collectively. But when I found out that we have an alternative, a healthier source of coffee, it's called the Delgada, right? This is a slimming coffee. You can lose up to, about a pound a day from this product. I had a young lady from Florida who lost 7 pounds in 1 week. I got another partner of mine lost 11 pounds in the course of 2 weeks just by drinking coffee. I lost 4 pounds in 3 days by drinking this coffee, right? This Delgada coffee is a great coffee if you're looking for a healthier alternative, right? We also have your cappuccinos, your mochas, right? Your chocolates, right? Your Latins, right? Your lattes. We have those different, sources of coffee. But I'm here to tell you that this particular coffee I love because it has an extract, right, of this product here. And another product we got called Gano. We do tap into the preventive maintenance industry. What I like to call it preventive because this is for people who are looking to fight off those flu viruses. This is for people who are looking to fight off cancer cells. This is for people who already deal with these sicknesses or illnesses like diabetes. Again, we don't claim to mitigate or cure any type of diseases. I am just going to share with you a story of a young lady that I heard where she was taking this product called Chaga and Gano, right? And if you research Gano, it's Ganoderma. It's 100% extract of Ganoderma. These mushrooms have been used for thousands of years to treat many type of diseases, right? But that Chaga product is a natural immune booster, right? It is a natural blood thinner, okay? This will help you for those who are battling with any type of allergies. I know this is allergy season, which means that your eyes are red. You're running. You have runny eyes, right? You're congested. You have those flu-like symptoms, right? But this product Chaga helps you fight those things off. And again, there's studies, right? I'm just sharing this. There's studies of this product Chaga There's studies that have been shown that this has been able to cure cancer. Now, again, we don't claim to cure or mitigate those type of diseases, but we've had stories of people coming off their medication. You know, so let's move on. We have so many other products, family. I can go over all 46 of the products that we have. We have, you know, a product called Slim PM, right? That you can lose 1 to 3 pounds a day from drinking a chai latte 2 hours before you go to sleep. You know, I had a young lady that lost 8 pounds literally just by drinking this chai latte, right? You know, we have skincare line, which, you know, most of us are familiar with the product called the Mule Oil. This actually assists with so many different areas. As a matter of fact, I'll briefly tell you guys about a story of a friend of mine, you know, as we wrap this up, as a friend of mine who was actually in Afghanistan and got shot in his back by AK-47, right? You know, he served in the army. He came back as a disabled vet at the age of 27. This gentleman came to a wild party. We call it wild parties, right? This gentleman came to a presentation. You know, the presenter asked, "Hey, do you know is anyone in here experiencing any type of pain?" He raised his hand. She was able to give him this oil. He rubbed the oil on the area of pain, and would you believe, over the course of an hour, this gentleman chased me down in the middle of the presentation and said, "Adrian, I don't know what is in this oil, but I no longer feel the pain." I got another young lady, Lisa Birch, you know, 25-year beautician, and now she's an instructor. You know, she also has a nonprofit organization, Universal Naturals of Health. But this young lady was able to, you know, experience the product called the IASO oil, Mule Oil, right? She dabbed this. You know, if you have ever known any type of beauticians, most of their, you know, pain come from their inner thumb because they're twisting hair pretty much all day long, right? She put a dab of this Mule Oil on her inner thumb, and for 3 days she wasn't able to feel that pain. Why? Because this Mule Oil is equivalent to taking 3 ibuprofens, you know, without you actually taking in any type of medication that can harm your liver and kidney, right? So this product actually helps out with any type of skin disorders like eczema, dry skin, right? You know, I've heard of stories of people's edges being regenerated because of this product. I've heard of men being able to regenerate the bald spots that most of us get afflicted with. But I can go on and on for days of the products that Total Life Changes have been able to help people with. But I will transition into the second portion of this presentation and conversation, like I call it. We do have a referral program that literally is not for everybody, but if it's for you, I can tell you it's a life-changing experience. You know, if you've heard of a product that gives you the results like this product gives you, you're gonna go out there and tell people for free. You know, like myself, right? When I gave it to my friend that weighed 297 pounds, right? She tried the product, she lost the weight, she went and became a partner. You know, I told another friend of mine lost 8 pounds, calls me, "Man, Adrian, I'm looking to partner up with you because I know people that are facing, you know, overcoming diabetes. I know people who are overcoming cancer, right? I know people right now that's looking to lose weight." If that's you, the story of a Stormy Wellington, right? Who just last year was on food stamps. 19 months later, this young lady was able to help 10 people make over $50,000 a year, right? You might have heard of Adrian Townsend, right? This young lady just a couple weeks ago, $2,000 couple weeks ago, was able to buy a brand new Mercedes-Benz, right? You know, make more money than both of her parents combined in their corporate careers in her mid-20s, family. I mean, this is absolutely crazy, right? Why? Because we have products that work. So let's go into the 5 ways we actually get compensated, guys. The first way, we actually get compensated through retail sales. If you've ever been in retail, I've been in car sales. I've sold suits, right? You know, I remember, you know, selling cars as we used to get 25% commission. But Jack Fallon says, "Adrian, listen, if you're going to go out there and become a referral partner with us, why don't you go ahead and get 50% of the transaction? Anytime someone goes to your website, right, your free e-commerce website, you're going to get 50% of the volume of each product, right? So for instance, this tea right here, if you get a month's supply of this tea, right, which is four packs, right? The volume that this product brings, a month's supply is 40, right? You're going to get half of 40, which is $20 for every month's supply of tea that you get someone to go to your website and order, guys. So that's absolutely incredible, right? We also have the second one we get paid, what we call a finder's fee. This is amazing because You know, when Navy Fed told my wife and I that they're going to give us $50 every time we actually refer somebody to bank with Navy Fed, you know, I thought that was amazing. So guess what my wife and I did, family? We actually went out there and got 5 people each, and they direct deposited that $50 in both of our bank accounts, right? It also gave the people who actually became a bank, who actually got the bank account with them, gave them $50 as well. So Total Life Changes is not going to just give you $50, guys. They're going to give you up to $750, guys, up to $750. We have several ways. When you go out there and find partners, right, and people who wouldn't mind making additional money, right, an extra $250 to $500 a week, right, when you go out there and find someone to partner with Total Life Changes, they're going to pay you 50%. So for instance, guys, we have packages ranging anywhere from to 100, you know, to 1677, right? So I'm gonna just use an example of the $100 investment package, right? That package is going to give you 10 packs of tea. It's going to give you 10 packs of tea, and then 10 packs of these, right? This is 1 week supply. So it's going to give you 10 packs of this, right? So when someone gets that, Total Life Changes is going to give you a finder's fee of $50. If someone decides to get on our $299 investment package, right? You know, you're going to get 50% of what that volume brings, right? Which means that you're going to get $125, right, out of that package. That person who made the investment is going to get 25 packs of tea. Somebody that's more aggressive, right? We have a $559 package, right? That gives you 50 packs of tea, right? That, if you get that investment, that's going to bring you a return of about $1,000, right? When that person, you know, makes that investment of $559, Total Life Changes is going to give you, based on the volume of 500, they're going to pay you $250 for finding, right, finder's fee, for finding that partner to join Total Life Changes. This is absolutely incredible. This is why back in March we was nominated, right, the #1 compensation plan, not in the States, but in the whole entire world. Absolutely incredible. Third way we get paid, guys, is through what we call, I like to call it retirement, because this is what we call a hybrid binary structure, right? Hopefully you guys can see that. All right, hybrid binary, which means that if you go out there and develop a team or an organization, right, you're going to have an A team or you're going to have a B team. Once you have established an A and a B team, one on your left, one on your right, Total Life Change is going to consider you as being what we call binary qualified, right? Binary qualified. Once you become binary qualified, you're going to be able to accumulate weekly residual income. We call it retirement, right? So every time someone comes aboard your team, let's just say for Team A, let's just say for Team A and Team B, let's say Team B, let's just say this. Team B goes out there and develops 5,000 volume, right? Because every person that comes aboard your team generates a volume point. And Team A generates 10,000 volume. Now, this is in a given week, okay? This is not $10,000, right? This is cumulatively through a team, right? In 1 week on Thursday, Total Life Change is going to see that you developed. Team A got 10,000 volume. Team B got 5,000 volume. They're going to take a snapshot and they're going to pay you on the lesser of the volume, right? So which means that this Team B has a lesser volume. You're going to get paid 10 to 25%, right? So 10% of 5,000 is going to be $500 every single week, as long as you maintain those volume points. And it does increase, but this is what we call retirement, guys. Retirement, binary, right? It's absolutely incredible, right? We also get check matches. I love this because by me going out there and helping, you know, let's just say Team A, his name is Barry. I go out there and help Barry make $1,000, right? In the binary, right? When Barry goes out there and gets a check for $1,000, collect a check for $500. That's absolutely incredible. $500 every time Barry goes out there and creates 1,000. So so if Barry goes out there and creates a fortune, myself and my wife will be able to get what we call a baby fortune, guys. Absolutely incredible. I love it, right? Not only on your first level, but also on your second level, which means that if Barry goes out there, right? Okay, we'll consider this, you know, A1. Let's say Barry sponsors a young lady named Sally, right? Sally goes out there and generates $500, right, in the binary. You know, Sally's excited because she got $500, right? But because Barry bought Sally aboard, you know, Barry's going to get $250. So Sally got 500. Barry got 250, but guess what? Because I bought Barry aboard, I'm also going to get up to 250. So we get 50% check match on our first level and up to 50% on our second level. This is a game changer, guys. All right. The last way we get compensated or we get paid, guys, is through lifestyle bonuses. I love this because a lifestyle bonus means that you can pretty much do what you want to do with it. Most companies require you to have a pink BMW, you know, a pink Mercedes-Benz or a pink Cadillac. You know, Jack Fallon says, listen, if you go and reach out to the position of national director, and once you obtain that position, right, they're going to pay you $1,500 every single month, right? That's the only form of payment in TLC that you're going to get paid once a month. Every other way we get paid weekly. And if you have product on hand, we get paid daily, right? Cash in hand creates cash on demand, right? So product in hand creates cash in demand, right? So lifestyle bonus, $1,500 every single time anytime that you reach that position of national director. So those are the 5 ways we get compensated, guys. You know, honestly, that's the simple part. The products work. The company's been around for 15, 16 plus years. So, you know, we have the credibility. We got the success stories. I can go back and really, you know, I wish I can grab that Momentum magazine, but there's stories after story after story of so many people who have been, you know, who have experienced restoration. This is a company of restoration. You know, if it did it for myself and my wife, right? I came from a 500 square foot home. I came directly from the streets. This industry has not only changed my life financially, but this industry have changed my life through associations, you know, through mentorship, you know, through personal development, through growth, and so many different aspects of my life. This industry has changed, guys. You know, so I will tell you this. All lights does not have to be green to go. You know, procrastination is the down payment for failure. I will tell you this. You know, I didn't have the money when I got started in this industry. You know, money is honestly, if you don't have the money to get started in TLC, this is the exact reason you might want to consider doing something, because what you're doing obviously is not working. I would just encourage you right now to get back with the person that invited you to this webinar. Let them know that you're a 1, 2, or a 3. The number 1 person says, hey, listen, you know, the products sound great. The business is definitely not for me. You know, I drive what I want. I live in a house that I want. You know, I pretty much make all the money that I want, right? If that's you, get back with them and let them know that you're a number 1. And number 2 says, listen, you know, Adrian, listen, the products sound absolutely incredible, but I'm curious about the business, right? You know, I make good money, you know, but, you know, I know people that I would like to assist with these products, but I just have some questions. If that's you, get back with the person and let them know that you're a number 2. The number 3 person says that, listen, Adrian, you could have been quiet a long time ago. I just need to know, you know, what I need to do to get launched. This is your boy, Adrian Townsend. Again, I'm going to just let you know like this. Tomorrow, there will be a gentleman by the name of Elite Pierre. Him and his wife, Mrs. Pierre, dynamic couple. Listen, if you're getting started tonight, right, I would advise you to launch with the person who invited you and get them back on this same Iam1000families.com. Get back on this same webinar at 8 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time, and you're going to hear from a dynamic power couple. Elite Pierre, this gentleman is an author. This gentleman has written a book, right? This gentleman has been able to amass the position of executive director. This gentleman speaks across the country and have changed the lives of thousands of people in this industry. He is no stranger to success. I promise you, you don't want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow might be your appointment with destiny. You know, so you just got to show up. You just got to show up, okay? Again, this is Adrian Townsend. Thank you for joining this webinar. I look forward to seeing you at the top and not from it. Thank you.